Hello Phil, it's me, you know who. This is my new sump setup. It's like a double-decker apartment complex for macroalgae. So, like I said, I had the hang-ons Refugium on the side, which I recently took off. You can now get a better picture of my 3 feet tall denitrator that I have hanging off the side here, working. I just tested my nitrates this morning. It's actually 0 coming out of this unit, so it's working. It's been up and running for about a year and a half. No clogs because I used the right tubing on it. But let's get back to the Refugium. So this is the new Refugium field that I put in. I have some Caulerpa on the sand bed. This guy is very invasive. That's why I put him by himself with some dragon's breath macroalgae, some red macroalgae. The Caulerpa takes up nitrates and phosphates a lot faster than the Chaetomorpha spaghetti macroalgae. But so we're having them together, is like, good to keep my nutrients low, phosphates and nitrates low. So so the wider array of macro you have in the sump, it's good. But I know for you it's going to be tough because you're limited to space. So the macroalgae, the Chaetomorpha algae up top here, is what you currently have, which doesn't really require a sandy substrate. You just need to be tumbled the way how you have it in your sump right now. So I got my macro up on top with my 65K Home Depot shop light, right? I plumbed it in using PVC so my gravity flow back, and I have 2 pumps in the sump here, pushing water back up into the Refugiums. So my Refugiums are separate and apart from my sump that has my skimmers. They're just chugging away here. I had my reactor there running GFO and carbon. So my sump is pretty clean. I have power heads in there just to keep the water flowing so nothing settles in the bottom of my sump. So everything either gets pulled to the skimmer or into a filter sock that I changed. But again, here is my new Refugium. It's a 20 long, about a 3-inch sand bed that I just put in, right? And I'm growing Caulerpa. It's just started to catch. It looks pretty nice. It's going to grow in a lot thicker than this, and it grows a lot faster. But it does seem to do best when it's planted in sand or on rock. So this is my Caulerpa macroalgae. So let me just zoom back. I have this is a 36 watt 65K light fixture that I took off my hang on the back or hang on the side Refugium. This is the bulb that's in there. It's about a 65K daylight bulb, and it's doing its thing. I have another one that I'm ordering because I'm gonna hang 2. I'm gonna double up here, to give me more light over this Caulerpa. But the 65K Home Depot light up here is sufficient for the size Refugium and the macro that I have running up top here. So that is my setup. I built this contraption out of wood, the double-decker stand, like a double-decker bus. I have one Refugium up top, the second Refugium down here. I built a little miniature overflow box, had the tank drilled. So this is fairly new setup. It's about a couple of days, so it's fairly clean. It's not as grimy as the top one here, but the grimier the better, because I know it's pulling out stuff of the water fill. So again, I'm just trying to utilize all the space in my basement that my wife has given to me. You know, it's in the boiler room, and I'm happy with that. You know, so that's the ceiling. So I'm, pretty close to the top of the ceiling. You know, with this double-decker Refugium stand. You know, so my sump holds about, I would say about 50 gallons of water. Plus, I have another 20, 10. So I have about 80 gallons of water circulating down here, apart from my display tank, my 155 gallon display tank upstairs. But again, I just want to focus on this new Refugium. You know, the bigger the Refugium you have, the better. In a couple of weeks, this flurper should be a lot thicker, and spreading out a lot nicer than how it is right now. I just planted this a couple of days ago. Alright, Phil, I think I've said enough. So this is my double-decker Refugium that I just put in here a couple of days ago. Alright, so I'll talk to you soon.